reconvene caucus at 8:21. Thanks for coming back in, everybody. I want to talk about the potential involvement of the building department in this Rockside project. But before we do that, I want to mention that we had a lot of pushback from the building commissioner. I'm going to need the mayor to contribute to this, so I'm listening. Go ahead. Okay. A lot of pushback from the building commissioner regarding the director reports. And has everybody seen the reports that were provided? I think last week I expressed my disappointment with his reports. And Rick, I asked if a new one would be submitted, and he said, "Have you talked to him?" He did. And is that coming?
I haven't seen him today, but I did tell him about it.
Okay. Well, according to the report, his department's not conducting any inspections. There's been no violations across the entire city. There's been no new contractor registrations. No plans have been reviewed. No activities have been performed to maintain the department certification, which he claimed was so vital to the department and the reason he couldn't provide these reports. He's so busy with that. I guess my first question is, what's he doing?
Well, why don't we bring him in and you can ask him that question? I know that there's another report due, so we'll have a look at that one.
I mean, that's fine, but I guess we'll wait till the next report.
Why do we have to wait? Is he supposed to be here at this meeting?
Committee meeting, really, but according to his reports, all that happened were permits were issued, and that's about it. So if over a 2-week period, 34 permits were issued, then the next 2-week period, 43 permits were issued. And that's all that's happening in that department. We need a building commissioner of 29 hours and 2 full-time staff members in that department.
Doesn't sound like it.
So moving forward, I'm very concerned that the current building commissioner is not the right person to handle the Rockside development projects. I don't know if the answer to that is to bring somebody else on board who is motivated and will do their job, or if the solution is to move on completely in that department and start over. So I kind of want to open this conversation up to everybody and see what we can do to help fix this department.
I believe you're kind of heading into executive duty and talk about employee performance.
I got something else outside of executive. I really think you need to look at the charter and ordinances, look at the definition or the job description of what the building commissioner does, and work from there. And the other thing is, I think Rick's responsible for him in this council. He works for the mayor. The mayor has the power to hire and fire. And I'm not sure it's the building commissioner's title except that charter. By ordinance.
No, he's by charter.
By charter.
There's a charter provision that covers him.
Which takes a vote of the people.
Well, there's avenues for council to do it as well.
Oh, that's right, your statute is by charter, is it?
The charter sets forth part of what he does. There's probably an ordinance that fleshes it out in a little more detail, but he is a charter protected commissioner.
It works for the maximum.
Anybody on council have any comments of the artists?
Yeah,
I'm as frustrated as everybody else. I mean, Mike keeps talking about the mayor.
we talked about it.
Mayor's supposed to be responsible for that, and I agree that it
Works for
is.
the mayor, plain and simple. The charter says that.
Okay, well then we should just sit back and just take whatever the mayor does, and be happy that the job's not being performed perhaps the way that some people might agree with. Is that your answer?
Well, who's some people? I mean, you got.
I don't want to get into any performance
35
evaluation here because that would be executive session. So
We can talk about it more. I'm not just, all I'm saying is, by law, by charter, he works for the mayor.
Well,
The
there's
mayor
also
has
a
the
law
power
that
to
says
hire
he
and
needs
fire.
to- there's also a
We
law
could
that says he
eliminate a
needs to provide
position, we can eliminate his
report.
position, we could defund the position. That's what we could do.
That's right.
I'm as frustrated as everybody else, so I think we need to talk about it.
I'll make a motion, Mr. Mayor. I think, building commissioners are extremely important function in the city. Probably I contact that equal in Ward 1 to the service department. And I expected some change when we went to part-time that would be palatable. Now that said, we need a real report to understand what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. And the 3-sentence report is not helping anyone's case. It's not helping council. It's not helping the building commissioner, and it's certainly not helping the city. So that's my comment there. That I need a new report to understand what's going to happen and what isn't going to happen, and then we can make an educated, informed decision from that point. So the next report I'd like to see to be similar to one I got from the law department today.
Thank you, Tony. The thing that really blows my mind about this is if I were in that position and my employer was reducing my hours and my pay, and I'd put together a 6-page report to prove why I'm so important and needed, not a 3-sentence report. And when then he tells us that he's not doing it, I got a problem with that too. So,
Well, let's be clear, those reports are for the mayor, we're copied on them.
no, according to the ordinance, so it's provided to the mayor, the president of council, and the committee chairman.
Okay, yeah, I think, well, I saw it as a slap in the face. That's the way I read it.
Should we go into exec?
You have more to say? You wanna
I
talk
do.
about it?
I'll make a motion to go into
Let's do public comment first. Tom had his hand up first.
Yeah, thank you. I was here when the excuse was made that the building department certification needs to be maintained, and because of that, the report that's supposed to go to the mayor and you guys are supposed to get copied on is delayed. I did a little research into what it takes to keep the city of Seven Hills a certified building department, and it boils down to an annual report and a monthly report where the city remits 3% of the fees for permits issued for the previous month. So we're talking a monthly report, compute the 3%, maybe authorize a check, whatever, and then a yearly report. And that's what's required, period. So I don't know if he and 2 staff members could manage that and he'd still have a chance to put a couple hours into your report or not. But Mr. Pignatello's already established that no criminal ordinance is involved, but certainly this is some sort of misfeasance, misconduct in office.
You know,
One of them.
Tom, you bring up a good point. I suppose I don't understand the whole point of ordinances if they're broken and you can't enforce anything. It's like making a law, but
Yeah.
you can break it, with no repercussions. I just don't get it. How do we change that? How do we make this ordinance enforceable?
Well, it's certainly a misconduct at the least. He's just thumbing his nose at council, so.
Let's hear from Rich.
Well, I don't think that we can make it criminal, but I would have to ask Pat or Chris that if there's any, you know, I don't know that would be. What do you think, Bill? I don't think. I don't see how you make it a criminal offense.
The point Matt's trying to make is you got the ordinance in place. So,
And he needs to report to the mayor, and, you know, that's the system that's set up. It's, you know, he's part of the administration, works for the mayor.
so what you're saying is only if it's criminal, it could be malfeasance or misfeasance,
Well,
Misconduct.
misconduct. If there's
I'm not prepared to speak on misfeasance, malfeasance, malfeasance, whether, his failure to report rises to such a level that you could throw him out of office for that. I'd have to look into that. I wouldn't think, off the top of my head, that would quite do it.
But the mayor's good. The mayor could fire
He
him.
works for the mayor.
So is it in the best interest of the city, or is it in the best interest of an individual? I mean, we're all here for the best interest of the city, I thought.
He should answer for himself.
I'm just throwing it out there. You're not making any judgment.